Sister wives Kody Brown bullies Cristin over Robyn's driveway. Over the sources of 19 seasons, Sister Wives viewers have watched Kody Brown treat his first 3 wives horrendously. Even in the earlier seasons, he seemed to think of his wives more as servants than partners. While revisiting a very old season, one viewer noticed a very telling scene. Perhaps the cracks started to show much earlier than anyone ever anticipated. Kody Brown once shamed Cristin over the state of Robyn's driveway. Viewers noticed the second Robyn entered the family, Kody put her on the highest pedestal. He even seemed to expect the other wives to wait hand and foot on her. Kody yelling at Cristin for not asking one of the boys to shovel Robyn's driveway, a Sister Wives viewer posted on Reddit. Season 2, Episode 6. The Browns are throwing a party for their non-plied friends at Robyn's house. Cristin came home from grocery shopping, and as she was walking back to the house with her hands full of groceries, Kody, hacking away at Robyn's driveway, yells at Cristin, "Do you realize you're supposed to have one of the children do this?" The OP describes the scene. Cristin told him now is not the time, because it fell on her shoulders to cook for the party. She was busy shopping for groceries and cooking. So how was it her responsibility? Sister Wives viewers share their reactions to the scene. Although this episode happened very early on in the series, most Redditors weren't at all surprised that Kody treated Cristin so poorly. Even when they were married, he often treated her as the family's nanny. At the end of the day, Kody never expected Robyn or her children to lift a finger. He's always felt it was the other family members' responsibility to take care of them. Other Reddit users left comments including, "I bet you Robyn was yelling at Kody to get it shoveled, but Kody is a lazy bum. So that's why he needed Cristin's kids to do it. And instead of asking one of the kids himself, he expects the wives to read his mind. Ridiculous. Did Robyn's kids have broken legs? Why couldn't they do it? Robyn has a son. Is he not helping, or is that beneath him in Robyn's eyes? I'm all for kids helping, but come on, Kody, do something yourself." Those older kids had that full family on their shoulders at such a young age. Kody Brown, with his signature cowboy boots and wild mane of curls, stormed into Cristin's living room with an energy that could only be described as chaotic. His entrance, as always, was marked by the heavy thud of determination, his presence larger than life. Cristin, seated at her cozy kitchen table, sipped a calming herbal tea and arched an eyebrow. She'd seen that storm brewing in his eyes before. "Cristin," Kody began, flinging his hands in the air. "We need to talk about Robyn's driveway." Cristin leaned back, crossing her arms. "What about it, Kody?" He sighed dramatically, as though the weight of the world rested squarely on his shoulders. "It's covered in snow. It's practically a hazard. Do you have any idea how difficult it is for me to park there? Not to mention, it's dangerous for Robyn and the kids." Cristin's eyes narrowed. "Are you suggesting that I should do something about Robyn's driveway?" Kody's response was immediate, defensive. "Well, someone has to, and you're home most of the time. I just figured." "You figured what?" Cristin interrupted, her voice sharp. "That I'm somehow responsible for Robyn's snow-covered driveway. Kody, she has kids old enough to shovel. Heck, you're there often enough. Why don't you do it?" Kody's jaw tightened. "I'm juggling a lot, Cristin. Managing this family isn't easy. I'm constantly being pulled in a million directions, and it would be nice if anyone, could help out without me having to ask." Cristin's laugh was hollow. "Oh, I see. You mean it would be nice if I helped Robyn without you having to ask. Let me guess, Janelle's off the hook because she's too busy working, and Mary. Well, she's barely in the picture these days, so that leaves me, right?" Kody opened his mouth to respond, but Cristin held up a hand, stopping him. "Let me be very clear," she continued, her voice steady but laced with simmering anger. "I am not Robyn's caretaker. I am not her housekeeper, her landscaper, or her snow removal service. She's got a husband, you. If her driveway's such a big problem, you can deal with it." Kody's face turned red, and his hands clenched into fists at his sides. "Why do you always have to make everything about me choosing sides?" he barked. "This isn't about favoritism, Cristin. It's about family. Robyn is part of this family. Her kids are part of this family. We're supposed to be a team." Cristin stood, her teacup trembling slightly as she set it down on the table. "A team? Really? Because from where I'm standing, it feels like Robyn's got a full-time captain and the rest of us are just benched. You're always over there, always prioritizing her needs. And now you have the audacity to come here and demand that I shovel her driveway. Do you even hear yourself? Kody took a step closer, his voice dropping to a lower, more condescending tone. You're being dramatic, as usual. This isn't about me prioritizing Robyn. It's about stepping up for the good of the family. Why can't you just let go of your resentment and help out? Cristin's eyes flashed. Resentment, she repeated, her voice rising. You think this is about resentment? Kody, this is about respect. You expect me to pick up the slack for Robyn, as if my time and energy mean nothing. You've been doing this for years, and I'm done. I'm done being the one who always compromises, always sacrifices, while you're off playing the hero at Robyn's house. Kody's mouth twisted into a sneer. Oh, so now I'm a villain for trying to keep this family together. Great, just great. You know, Cristin, maybe if you spent less time complaining and more time contributing, we wouldn't have these issues. Cristin took a deep breath, her hands gripping the back of her chair to steady herself. Kody, this isn't about snow or driveways. It's about how you treat me. How you've always treated me. You don't value me, and you certainly don't respect me. And frankly, I'm tired of pretending that's okay. For a moment, the room was silent, the tension crackling like static electricity. Kody stared at Cristin, his expression a mixture of anger and disbelief. You're overreacting, he muttered finally, his voice lacking conviction. Cristin shook her head, a sad smile playing on her lips. No, Kody, I'm just finally standing up for myself. She walked past him, her steps measured and deliberate, and opened the front door. The cold winter air rushed in, swirling around them like an invisible referee. If Robyn's driveway bothers you so much, you're welcome to grab a shovel on your way out, she said, her voice calm but firm. But don't come back here expecting me to clean up your messes, literal or figurative. Kody stared at her, his mouth opening and closing as he struggled to find the words to counter her. But Cristin's resolve was unshakable. She'd spent years biting her tongue, accommodating his demands, and suppressing her own needs. Not anymore. With one last glance, Kody stormed out, slamming the door behind him. Cristin stood there for a moment, the silence of the house settling around her like a comforting blanket. She exhaled slowly, a sense of relief washing over her. She returned to her kitchen table, picked up her tea, and took a long sip. The snow continued to fall outside, blanketing the world in a quiet serenity. Cristin smiled to herself. For the first time in a long time, she felt free.